what the police, according to what the police have said, these players were making signals to the bookies by rotating their watches and so on. Now these matches are televised live. So what did the cricket authorities do when they saw these signals?
No,
Didn't they raise questions about it?
No.
What they put? I'm told. I mean, these matches.
No. One second, Sanjay. So, no. Mihir is raising a valid point, Mr. Vasan. Why are you so upset? The question is, Atul, what he's saying is.
These things are not happening. These things are not happening in a murky corner with television pictures. These players are supposed to have signaled the bookies. So why didn't the BCCI at that point say, what are these signals meaning? What was their anti-corruption unit doing?
The wicket-keeper and the slip should go back. You know, the signals, how can you interpret the signals? And how can you say that Rahul Dravid didn't find any bowlers are going for 26 runs and over?
I am asking.
Balls were not that rank.
I am asking today. One second.
It was just legitimate balls.
One second. What I am saying today is that did the Rajasthan Royals management, did Mr. Rahul Dravid as the captain, did all franchise owners, not just Rahul Dravid, did everybody, did the IPL, did everybody associated with what's going on the field? One second, Bodia. Were they alert? And if they were not alert, why were they not alert?
Can I answer your question, Arnab?
Did they not give this enough importance?
I'll tell you.
Well, I want to ask this question to Atul Vasan, who's taking a very aggressive line on this, because Rajasthan Royals in its press release is telling us we were taken by surprise.
First of all, no franchisee wants this stigma of their players being caught. So I think if they were vigilant, they were not doing a good enough job. Yes, you're right there. But you know, how can you police 30 players 24/7? Who they meet, what they eat, it's impossible. And it's impossible to expect good ethics standard, moral standards from all of them.
No. One second. No. One second. I want to go to Arun Lal. Sanjay, let's get everyone. No. My question is today, Arun, I know you're amused by what I'm asking, but my question is very simple. Everybody say, we are completely taken by surprise. What surprise? No. Didn't you know the India TV sting operations? Didn't you read the press reports? Weren't you expected to be more vigilant? This act of innocent surprise is touching, but it's amusing to most people. Arun Lal.
Couple of things, Arnab. One, there is no way to interpret signals. That's ridiculous if somebody is, adjusting his wristband, that you interpret it as match fixing. It's impossible.
Thank you, Mr. Arun Lal. Yeah.
Secondly, overs, if 13 runs are going in an over, that's normal in a cricket match. Right. And if a maiden over is bowled, that also is a part of the game. So it's impossible to actually understand.
So is it also, Arun?
I have been doing commentary.
Arun, why are we, Arun, you see, I'm sorry, but there seems to be a sense of panic tonight. And the sense of panic tonight is this, that, oh my God, let's hope the media doesn't go too hard after this. The media is going to go hard. And I'm going to ask the question that there is one of the persons there, Jiju Janardhan, who's a close friend of Srishant, who moved to Kochi from Gandhinagar on Srishant's instance, played in the under-25 Srishant Kerala squad. Thus, the case against Srishant is strengthened if the police and the BCCI establish the link and the deal between Janardhan and Srishant. And I'm telling you, Arun Lal, if the police and anyone and the BCCI expects that these links are not going to be followed up tonight, ask Arun Lal, ask this question anyone today, after today. Can the BCCI say, oh, the underworld only touched 3 players and 4 bookies? That's all.
No, listen. It's naive to imagine that it's only restricted to Srishant and these 2. I am sure there are more players involved. If Srishant can be lured into this temptation with so much at stake, then I'm sure that lesser players have already indulged in it. And I'm also of the feeling that some have, succeeded and gotten away with it. Now, that's not the point. The point is, how can we reduce it and how do we go forward from here? I think the BCCI, yes, they're doing a lot and they can do more. But more importantly,
Arun, I don't know what you feel about it.
Hey, listen, let me just say.
Let him complete.
Okay.
Let me finish. The other thing is that this perception amongst the cricketers that in cricket everything is valid and everything is okay and you can get away with it, that's what you've got to actually, hurt. and you've got to change that perception that I'll get away with it. It's impossible to
No,
prove.
my point is today, how many people on this panel believe? How many people on this panel believe that one of the reasons this has become so big is because every time there has been a report, within seconds you have a response saying baseless, untrue, malicious, unfounded, media speculation, media bad, media is bad, media rumor mongering, media bad. How many times has the media been hit every time these stories have happened today? Today, if it was the media and not the Delhi police, again the media would be lambasted. I mean, let's stand up and give the media some credit tonight. I say let's give them some credit tonight. Because I know when the India TV sting ran, I know how many people said, oh, sensational media, terrible media, bad media, cricketing, unaware media. They won't say that to the Delhi police tonight. Boria, I saw your hand go up.
Here that the way, with the zest, this has been taken up by the media and the police actually. Arnav, and I think this will lead to the only solution we're talking about. The only solution that this is not repeated is to send a strong deterrent. Last time round, the players who were involved, there was such ambiguity, we never knew what happened. Most of them became the member of parliaments, they became cricket analysts on top channels, and we don't know what happened and everything was there because it was a loose investigation and everybody got away. This time round, I hope that the deterrent is that they go to prison, and I'm sympathetic. I feel sorry for those boys, but
this will happen again.
Even at my level, I feel it's collateral damage.
This will happen again unless we take steps which are proactive. And I can tell you, Arnav,
I don't want to look at future steps. No, this is the typical response.
You mentioned Rahul Dravid. It's a professional player. The colleagues know when there is something wrong. Why don't the players report it? The BCCI.
No, Rahul Dravid probably didn't know. Rahul Dravid probably didn't know.
You need a whistle.
Rahul Dravid didn't know. Rahul Dravid says I was shocked.
Let me tell you, you need a whistleblower policy even in the dressing room. You see, players know it. They
Rahul Dravid didn't know.
Even they are apprehensive. Even they have their fears.
No. Players don't know about it. No way. You think? Mr. Jha, can I ask you a question? Do you think that there were players, besides these three players, who knew they were making 60 lakhs for a no ball and still keeping quiet?
No, well, let me tell you. What
are you talking about?
Suspicious movements are not just on the field, they are even...
Sanjay Jha, Mihir Bose wants to come in. Mihir Bose.
Arnab, Arnab, surely the other question to be raised is about the owners. Because, IPL is that unique organization which has franchise owners. In no other form of cricket anywhere in the world do you have that. So what tests are conducted on owners? What sort of restrictions are put on owners? What sort of measures are taken to ensure that the owners are not in some way either allowing this or even encouraging it? And I've heard that the owners have encouraged this. I have no proof and I can't make that accusation against anybody.
Who told you that?
What tested the BCCI?
Who told you that?
On the owners of IPL.
Who tells you the owners have encouraged this? Why would an owner encourage it? To ruin his own franchisee?
Well, I've heard stories about that, but I can't prove that, so I can't tell you which owners. But the point is, IPL is unique in having owners. In no other form of cricket do you have ownership like that. You have associations, which is an entirely different thing. So what sort of tests are put on owners? What sort of measures are taken to ensure that the owners properly instruct the players about how to behave?
A good point made the question. I have a few minutes on this debate. The other thing is, of course, there are people who say Shashi Tharoor said today he's innocent, Srishant is proven guilty. Technically, Shashi Tharoor is right, but only technically. Question here tonight is this: there are some people, Boria, who say a few bad eggs. A few bad eggs. This argument I have heard non-stop since this morning. What does this argument actually? What are they actually trying to do by saying this repeatedly?
A cop-out. See, the point, you have to ask yourself the fundamental point. And the fundamental point is few bad eggs. What are we doing to the few bad eggs? Give them life bans. We are making an absolute mockery of the justice system. Atul Vasan and I have been saying this from morning. Put them behind bars. Make them examples of punishment that
hear that.
Other few bad eggs. These are idiots who have done this wrong. Fair enough. But there should not be future cases. And how do you do that? Ajit Chandila is 31 years of age. You give him a life ban. He will poo-poo you and tell bye-bye. Srishant is 30 years of age, has nothing left to gain. What does he care about a life ban, for God's sake? Get the police in the act. The BCCI should be the complainant. Let them go to the police station. Let Rajasthan Royals now file FIRs against these players. Let the law enforcing agencies make examples of it for the
Yeah,
future.
that, excellent.
For once, let us be proactive, and for the sake of only one person.
Well said, Boria.
The cricket fan.
Well said, Boria.
For once, concern, show your concern for the cricket.
We are with you on that.
Say, listen, I feel sorry for the cricket.
And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, you won't see a picture I'm going to put out on the screen now. But I'm going to put out a picture in just a couple of seconds which tells the story of what's going on. It's a still picture, and I think that's the story of the day. But before I run that picture, here's just a thing which comes to my mind. I am told, and I had the Joint Commissioner of Mumbai Police say, yes, there's an underworld link, yes, there's a Dubai link, yes. And in fact, I'm told 400 calls to the United Arab Emirates were intercepted by the surveillance team with conversations, hundreds of conversations involving hundreds of crores of rupees. Right? So Arun Lal, here's my poser to you. Hundreds of crores of rupees, 400 phone conversation. Cannot be about 3 players, can it?
No, it depends on which phone calls they were intercepting. It could be bookies to bookies, it could be other financial transactions. But Arnab,
so where are the other bookies? And are all those bookies working through 3 players? Are all those bookies working through 3 players?
I hope the police are getting everybody. If they've got these 3, then they're going to go after the others as well. And I'm hoping that in the next...
One second. No, I'm saying this could be the tip of the iceberg, Atul Vasan. This could, Mr. Vasan, be the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, it could well be.
Well, it could be, unless, but let me tell you, you also know the background that the police didn't go looking for this. They just stumbled upon this cricket angle to it like they did in '99, but they're surveying something else for something more sinister, But this happened. So you're right. It could be rampant. I can't just believe that out of 250 cricketers playing in the IPL, only 3 were rotten eggs, But I think it's harsh on your part to malign all the former cricketers, current cricketers as all rotten unless
who's done that?
You're found innocent.
No, who's done that? No, I have never, I haven't done that. No, nobody's done that.
Take out the top of the right.
No, nobody's.
Take random sampling.
Nobody's done that.
Say that if
nobody's done that.
Up is bad, the whole sack of rice is bad.
No, I'll tell you one thing. Nobody's done that first. I heard today that Shri Sunil Gavaskar has gone around and said or tweeted somewhere, I feel like a fool. And let me tell you, I'm sure Mr. Gavaskar today feels very strongly about what happened because he's commenting on the game. He's been a great, one of the greatest legends of Indian. If he says, I'm feeling like a fool, I'm sure he'll also agree. All cricket lovers in India today are feeling like fools. And there is one image I want to put out here now. Gentlemen, I'll describe this for you. Just look at this still picture. There is that cheat Srishant. He is being held. His face is covered. He's so embarrassed with himself, which he should be, that he's being taken away. But just look at those children who are playing cricket in their local playground. They are the oxygen of Indian cricket. That little boy and his friends out there holding their bat, looking at Srishant being taken away, I tell you, that is the story that Indian cricket is now at. This is the image that we need to be worried about.
They've been betrayed.
What do you feel, Minhas Merchant, as you see this picture, please?
Now, I think that, the people of India, the 1 billion people you mentioned,
yes,
the young kids of India who've put their faith in the IPL, they've been betrayed today. And what Boria said earlier is quite right.
Yeah.
FIR, charge sheet, and make sure that there's deterrent punishment so that there's no recurrence, because we know, as Sanjay said earlier, this is the tip of the iceberg and we have to have deterrent punishment.
Clean it up.
Absolutely.
Clean it up. Don't do media management.
Yes.
Don't do event management. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me on the Newshour Chat tonight. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.